I'm moving on to listening. And I'm coming back with a question for you about the challenges that you face when listening in English, if you can tell me. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pablo, Alma. Okay, so any challenges that you face when it is too fast? Yes, speed. Everything seems to be connected, accents, indeed. Yes, so you've mentioned all of it, connected speech, accent, intonation, what it implies, colloquial use of expressions as well, of language, deciding what to focus on, the complexity, also of the task in itself. So these are the challenges. And now let's see the tasks, the different tasks in the listening paper. There are 4 parts, and the duration is 40 minutes, including 5 minutes to transfer your answers. Some words are not pronounced at all. At least this is the impression that we get. Okay, so questions from you. What would be the top 5 tips for the listening test? And if we can go through some of the problems that you may have, the challenges that you may have. Well, key aspects to bear in mind in the multiple choice tasks, because we don't have like a solution for everything. Well, things that you need to bear in mind is that there are distractors. These are the options which are not correct in a multiple choice. What you hear is not what you read. So again, we are tapping into the idea of paraphrasing. I'm going to switch off my camera, okay, just for connection purposes, because my internet is not behaving today, but I'm still here. And then cognitive load. What is this? What does it mean? It means that there is a lot going on in your head. Okay, you have to listen, you have to read, you have to make decisions. So there is a lot going on. Okay, a lot of brain activity. So how can we approach multiple choice tasks? Well, important that we manage our time wisely, that we use preparation time to read the instructions and the questions, and that we think about the topic. That we use our time well, in the sense that we use maybe the first time to listen, to choose the best option, what we think is the best option, and the second time we listen to check, or maybe to answer the question we weren't able to answer in the first listening, first time the recording was played. What we hear is not what we read. How can we solve this challenge? We need to be ready to recognize paraphrasing. We need to know this is going to happen. Try not to focus on the words. Think about the meaning, the idea behind the words. And how can we prepare using the audio script? So here we've got a question, the audio script, and how can we decide on the correct answer? Everything is going to be mentioned. Okay, so doubtful it will be popular. Heard loads of people want to get involved. Unsure why it is needed. It will be great to have it here. Small towns don't have their own club. More kids will get interested. And then reluctant to joining. I'm still with the one I started with in the city. I'm not sure. So this is giving us the key. All 3 options will be mentioned, but it's important for you to be ready for that and try to listen carefully to the key information that is going to give you the clue, the hint, the final hint to choose the correct answer. In the sentence completion tasks, answers appear in the recording in the same order as in the task. Okay, so you can keep an idea of what is coming. Remember that in this specific case, you mustn't change the words that you hear. Okay, so no paraphrasing here on your side, just write what you hear. And you're not expected to use more than a word or a short phrase. Okay, so nothing very long, and important, and you need to keep track of the text and the recording. But because the answers are in the same order, it will be easier for you. Let's look at an example of a sentence completion task. Okay, so here we've got a gap. We're going to look at what comes before and what comes afterwards. So we've got word, describe. So the words that are used to describe are usually adjectives. And then we've got a lot of adjectives here. Short, funny, spot, impressive. But only one refers to their appearance out of the water on dry land. Okay, so this is the key. More questions from you. Is it hard to understand accents? You often have problems. This is what you have mentioned. Well, for this, we are going to refer to the Common European Framework. Okay, accent is mentioned for the first time at C1. So at B2, the use of accents is going to be very, very gentle. Okay, nothing too difficult. Okay, nothing too extreme that could prevent you from understanding. Of course, it's important that before listening, that you think about what you are going to hear, the topic, using the questions, the instructions, so you know what to expect and what to listen for. I think this is going to help you identify words, even if you are not very familiar with the accent. And of course, practice. Okay, with learning material, test and train, exam lived, virtually anywhere, and also with authentic material with different accents. Australian, American, British, try to listen to as many resources as possible. Every day, a little bit makes more of a difference than a lot on very rare occasions. Free materials, Fatima, all of them pretty much are free materials except for test and train, but the rest are free. And if you want to have more advice, get more advice, find out more about how to develop your listening skills, your reading skills, please check out these guides. You have the QR codes here, and also check our website. The QR code is here. Because here you will find everything that is available for you to become familiar with the exam. Okay. And again, if you want to check the link for test and train, it is here. Don't worry about the links, okay, because we will share them in the handout that is coming in a few slides. Okay, I'm nearly there. If you also want to access English grammar use, you can also click on this link, right? In case you want to practice your grammar, your vocabulary. If you've got special requirements, there were also questions about special requirements. Check our website. There is a lot that we can offer to try to adapt to your needs. So please check it out. And if you have any questions, check with your exam center, with your teachers. They will be able to help you. More questions coming from you. There were questions about how long you need to prepare for a test. And as you can see here in these references, there is quite a range, right? But really, it is because it depends. It depends on your level. It depends on how much time you've got available to study on your own. It depends on the training that you receive. So really, the answer is it depends on your situation. No, of course, 120 hours in a month. I don't think that that's possible. But yes, I think this was thinking more about a year, and a bit, some maybe even 2 years. Okay, so it really depends. Questions about exam day. How much time do we get for the exam? How long is the exam? Are we allowed to go to the bathroom during the exam? Can we drink water? Well, all this information is included in the information for candidates, with information about what you can bring to your desk. You cannot bring food. You can bring a clear plastic bottle of water. You are allowed to go to the toilet, of course, during breaks and during the exam. You will need someone, an invigilator will need to go accompany you to the bathroom, to the door to the bathroom, and that time that you use, that's time that you will not be able to use for the exam. Headphones during the listening exam. If you are sitting the exam on a computer, you will have headphones. If you are sitting the exam a paper-based format, in some cases you will have headphones. It's something that you need to check with your exam center. Information for candidates. These are the QR codes. Again, if in case you want to scan them now and get the answers to your questions. And I think that's all, okay, in terms of the content I needed to go through.